What's up, guys? It's me, Raza Munchausen, and today I wanted to do this earlier, but my last video was taking forever to save and upload, so I couldn't get to it right away. But now that I'm off work and I've been off for a while, and I'm comfortable and relaxed, I'll cover this topic now. Now, as you guys know, there have been multiple DLC leaks. There are some that believe that it's true, and there are others that believe it's not. And the ones in the middle are like neutral, saying that it could be true, but it may not. But I want to keep an open mind to it to see. So I was requested to cover it by Legendary Gamer just a few days ago. Sorry I didn't get to this sooner. But now I can talk about it. So this whole DLC leaks thing going on has most fans really hopeful and some who are just really like, eh. And like I said, I'm just that percentage that's like, let's just see where this goes. Now SNK hasn't officially stated that they have any DLC planned, especially since they kind of want to keep this 50 character thing all together, you know, keep it legit. They really don't want to add DLC to it. But at the same time, you never know. The game will sell well enough to the point where they just might decide to add DLC by request of fans. Not just do it to get extra cash, but by the request of fans. And we all know there are plenty of characters that fans want to see back again, like Shingo, Bao, Vanessa, Yamazaki, and so many others. Chrysalid, and so many different characters people want to see again. So now I'm going to cover it. I'm going to switch the cam view, and so you guys can see the first DLC list, because that's the one that I think would be much more accurate compared to all the others. So I'm going to switch over, and I'll see you guys in a second. And we're back. Okay, so right now I have it up. As you can see, the King of Fighters KO14 DLC leaked list. So highlight it right there. So there you go. As you can see, this is all in Japanese. But there's some that are translated. Now you have Blue Mary. They got someone who's called Shapeshifter within the list that says Chrysalid, Whip, Vanessa, Raiden. And at the very bottom you have Chonrei, which you can easily assume is Jin Chonrei. Now I do know who the other two in the Shapeshifter list are. One is Yashiro, and the other one is Ash, because the Shapeshifter can supposedly turn into one character from each saga. So apparently you can turn to Yashiro from the Orochi saga, Chrysalid from the Ness saga, and Ash Crimson from the Ash saga. Although to me, for the Orochi saga, it would make more sense for him to turn to Chris, because Chris was way more menacing with looks and power-wise, since he could turn into Orochi and become Orochi. At least in KO 2002, he could turn to Orochi after he will. So he'd be much more menacing in a way. Now here you have Jin Chonrei, which one of my friends, KC3 channel, has been, referencing that, Jin Chonsu and Jin Chonrei may also have a hand in this new saga, which I don't know. Like, I did mention them in my King of Fighters, Dragons, Demons, and Shion video. I did reference them, but I also say that I didn't know what role they might play, or if they do have a role to play in this saga. We don't know. You have Jun, who's the rival of Kim Kafan, another Taekwondo user, and he is also a major fan of Athena Asamaya. Just add that in there. You have Whip, who's Kadash's sister. Yamazaki is somewhere in this list, and we all know who he is, a favorite. Shingo is also in this list, so is Bao. and so many others. In fact, there are a couple of people who already translated it, so I'll take you to the translated part of it. Let's see. Here you go, right here. So Shingo, Whip, Bao, Takuma, Blue Mary, Kasumi, Vanessa, Jun, Raiden, Yamazaki, Jin Chanrei, Lee. Who is Lee again? Okay. A new Brazilian MMA fighter. Interesting. And a new shapeshifter. Now the shapeshifter I've already covered. New Brazilian MMA fighter, I don't know. That's obviously, if that's true, that he's going with the South American team. Takuma, as we all know, is Ryo's dad. And there's different things. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. And then the 3 that the shapeshifter can turn into counts as 16. Alright, so now that I covered that, I'm going to talk about how accurate this may or may not be. Now, if y'all remember Bao was a part of the Psycho Soldier team. You know, a team that seems to have been heavily focused on in the NES saga because of Bao and what was his name again? Darn it, I forgot his name. Kinsu, yes, Kinsu. It was about in Kinsu's dragon power. Ron has had him under watch, along with some of his members of his group, ex-members of the Hisoka clan, have had Kinsu and Bao under heavy watch for a long time, watching their power, seeing how strong they are. And, going on so there. I don't remember who Lee is, technically, maybe Lee is from another game. I don't remember. Shingo, we all know, is kind of like the joke character of the franchise. But yeah, everyone loves him because he's funny. He's a funny character, great character, and he's really serious and he tries his hardest. And you can't help but to love his personality. You just can't help it. Whip, as we all know, is Kid Ash's sister, introduced in the NES saga. I'm not really going to go into a whole lot of detail with her, but she was also an important role. Takuma, as we all know, was Ryo and Yuri's dad. Mr. Karate, the demon, great character, awesome fighter, dangerous, and is considered the rival of Akuma, at least crossover wise. But moving on, then you got Blue Mary, the lover of Terry Bogard. Kasumi, I remember her, but at the same time I don't remember much, so I'm sorry about that one. Vanessa, as we all know, was also introduced in the NES saga with the undercover team, which consisted of Seth, Ramon, and herself. And someone's coming. Okay, back. Anyway, I was saying, she was a part of the undercover team with Seth and Ramon. Was a boxer, kind of made to replace Heavy D from the original games, from like '94. Which personally I must say I miss Heavy D. I love Vanessa, trust me I do, but also missed Heavy D. I think there should be like a boxing team that consists of Heavy D, Vanessa, and Nelson. That's just my opinion. I already stated who Jun was. Raiden was someone who used for Geese in the Fatal Fury games, and so on and so forth. Wrestler, strong character. Yamazaki, as y'all know, is also one of the Hakushu, I'm sorry. So is one of Orochi's people. Jin Chanrei, introduced in Fatal Fury 3 as one of the final bosses. Was one of the holders of the Dragon Scrolls, and was just really powerful. And technically, I love his theme song that they have for him. League, and I already said I don't know who that was, but there you kind of have it. All these different characters. Now, since all these characters made their last appearance in like the 2002, well, just early 2000 era of the KOF games, And KOF 14 is kind of based off of that specific time period. In fact, they said that they want KOF 14's gameplay to be like 2002's and stuff like that, and they're trying to go in that direction. It's probably safe to say that the game, timeline-wise, possibly takes place in 2002 or 2003, somewhere around that time period. So all these characters appearing would make sense. To Yamazaki, because his last appearance was, I think it was technically 03, but he appeared in 2002. So did Takuma, Blue Mary, did Whip? I can't remember. Yeah, Whip did too. Shingo was there, I believe. Bao wasn't in the game though. Vanessa was there. Jun was there. And some of these other characters, like some of these characters were in the 2002 Unlimited Match game and 2002 Dream Match. So their, possibilities of making it to the games are very high if they decide to go for the DLC route. Now, for me, honestly, for the whole shapeshifter thing, if that's true, if you're gonna bring Ishiro back, no, just bring the entire Orochi team back, because as you guys know, I've already done a theory about the Orochi team. In fact, it was my very first theory. And I say that they were alive and just trapped in another dimension. Now, you can disagree with that, or you may agree. That's completely up to you. But like I said, their ending is in the actual canon one, though. Like I said, I'll leave that up to discussion for you guys. But if you're gonna do that, give the Orochi team their own team. So bring Krish, Surmi, and Ishiro into the game. For the Ash Saga, okay, you want to do Ash? Yeah, I kind of leave him there. But if you are gonna do that, do Ash, Shinru, and do Olan, or Ash, Shinru, Oswald, or Ash, Elizabeth, and whoever. And for Grizzled, I've already said that he's alive. Like I said, I've already said that Grizzled is alive. And so, give him his own team. Like, you already have the official invitation team with Sylvie, but do a Rivers of Nest team, which would consist of Grizzled, Tetsuo Kadash, and Nameless. You have a pretty good team right there. Some of the strongest Kyo and Kadash clones in existence. So, a pretty good team there. So guys, so from what you can see, yeah, you have a pretty strong team there. The Brazilian MMA fighter, if that's an actual thing, I don't know who that would possibly be. I have no idea what they have planned for that. But I'm just the guy sitting here recording, talking about this, and who has no idea. Has never talked to any of the SNK employees, so I don't know. So really, what their plan is, I'm completely unsure. But if this DLC thing were to be true, I would love to see what they would go with this. There's so many possibilities. In fact, there's so many new people that you put in there. Now, you're probably like, wait, you just listed, Yoshiro's own team, Ash's own team, and Grizzled's own team. What will the shapeshifter turn into? Well, if they want to do this for fun, they're gonna have the shapeshifter turn into some of the hardest bosses that we ever fought. For the Orochi Saga, you can pick between Gainitz or Regal. For the Nest Saga, you can pick between Clone Zero or Original Zero, maybe Ignis. And then for the Ash Saga, Mukai, Bagaki, or Saki. Like, plain and simple right there. Having a shapeshifter take form as a boss team would be epic, and probably cause a lot of people to rage and rage quit. But yeah. So, do I have any more words on this? Well, like I said, I'm in the middle with the ones who believe that this could be true, but at the same time it may not. But I'm just one who wants to see where this goes and if it might actually happen. And if SK does take this into consideration, they can possibly watch this video or just hear us all in general and make the list based off of this. So that's my thoughts on this, for at least right now. If I have anything else to bring up, then I will. But yeah, for right now, this is all I can have to say for the whole DLC leak list thing. Like I said, it can go both ways. It could be real, it could be fake. SNK hasn't officially said anything about a DLC list yet, but depending on how the game does and the demand of the fans, then we just might get a DLC list added on teams and stuff like that. They're crying out loud. KOF has one of the largest rosters in fighting game history, with a little over 100 characters. But I guess maybe over 110 characters that made appearances for KOF 94 up to now. So they have a large roster to pick from of who they want to bring back. So let's just hope that, if they decide they'll look into that roster, see. I mean, shoot, you guys, people have been saying that they wanted Rock Howard, which, like I said, that's really not a possibility at this moment, especially since they want to do a Garu sequel, and that they don't want Rock in the main franchise, because that would really further mess up the timeline that they kind of messed up with the first game. Well, the earlier game saying that Geese Howard was alive, at least in the KOF timeline. So that would just turn into something completely complicated and probably cause conflicts. But hey, you guys never know. I mean, if they decide to go back, you might get Albamira, Sorimira, and Luis Mayrick on the same team, or a Southtown boss team with Duke, Javatma, and Geese Howard, or Nightmare Geese in this case. You never know. The options are limitless, and I'd rather see where they go with this first. But anyway, guys, that's all I'm going to cover for right now. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that I kind of blow things down, because like I said, I'm in that percent that believes that one part can be true and the other part cannot be. Because to me, I think with every type of rumor or DLC leak list that comes out, there are half lies and half truths. But it's up to us to figure out which one is which. So that's a lot to say on this topic, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button. It would really help. And I love you all. You guys take care. And I'll see you guys in the next video, because I'll probably do one more tonight. Anyway, later, guys.